So you just mentioned three songs with Led Zeppelin, one Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama, and you also go back to the Kinks and Father Christmas. Why? It feels like you went a long way to connect Christmas music with arena rock. And I was wondering if there was a relationship in there, or why kind of you made these really sort of, especially with Zeppelin and Leonard Skinner, why you're connecting this sort of big rock with Christmas songs.
I think it's more that when we do that smashing thing, arranging, using that tool, I'll say it is, I feel like the more different they are, the better. The more well-known they are, the better, and the more different they are, the better. So if the litmus test being, well, if you know one of the tunes or both of the tunes or none of the tunes, it should still be enjoyable. Right. That's the goal. So I think that there's that. And kind of, that doing Smash for the Holidays certainly allowed us to do that in a more even with more fun consequences. I guess that's the way to say it. And so, indeed, those are really different. But it's funny, right? When you use that word anthemic, so many, when we talk about nostalgic, well-known Christmas tunes, we're talking about holiday anthems. That's what those are, right? So why not put a holiday anthem with a big arena rock anthem? Those are very similar in some ways.
I totally agree. You just said something I really wanted to pick up on because I was going to ask you about this. You just said that one of the things that's important is that people that the songs or the song you're smashing with is well known. And I have thoughts about this, but why is it important from your perspective?
Well, first of all, because one of the reasons, as I mentioned, I think for doing that technique of arranging for us came about was because I wanted to address these very well-known songs, meaning the melody and the lyrics of the tune that I'm singing. Wanted to address those tunes in a new way. And under the best circumstances, try and connect people maybe with those songs who wouldn't normally hear that song. So while that may not be true in the holiday case, there's a lot of other tunes that we do in that way. So this idea of picking tunes that are both well known from different genres and putting them together invites the listener of both those tunes, who may know one or both of those tunes, to kind of may actually introduce them into a song or to a genre that they didn't previously know. And then the other piece of that is that, quite frankly, it's the driving bass line a lot of the times from the other tune that I'm not singing that is the well-known piece of the tune that people identify with. So the groove of the tune, you hear that groove, or you hear that, or you hear that lick, and you instantly know what it is, even if you don't hear, even if I'm not singing the melody of that song. So the better known that is, we as musicians, we might hear things more subtle. For instance, on the long game, we've got a more subtle smash that's a ballad, two ballads. Now, it never entered my mind in Fix You. Only some people are going to know what we're doing. Whereas when we're talking about using two very well-known tunes, most people can grasp what we're doing and hear what we're doing. Yeah. So that's sort of the answer.
The 12 Songs of Christmas podcast is available from Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, and Pandora. Follow 12 Songs for new episodes weekly. You can also find us online at 12songsofchristmas.com and on Facebook at 12 Songs of Christmas as well.